for Fumbles and Fave Mondays. I'm DM Ben, your host, and tonight we are running Princess of the Apocalypse. And joining us tonight we have Fausto.
Hi, I'm Fausto, and I will be Zardos, the Triton Barbarian.
Ooh. Let's see what shenanigans you can get up to tonight, Zardos. Then we have Kevin, who might be making a dramatic entrance, or maybe he's just absent. No? Let's move on to Jay.
Who's the invisible person who's always a voice.
Yes, the disembodied voice of Jay. Then we have Stem. Oh wait, who are you playing, Jay?
I'm playing as Gralak, the Dragonborn Paladin.
Mm-hmm. And now Kevin has arrived after his introduction.
With a wild look on his face, he's like, "What's happening?"
So Kevin, can you please introduce us? Because when I tried to, you disappeared.
Oh. What?
Say hi, I am Kevin, and tonight I'll be playing Everil.
What?
It's his first
Hello.
time. You're not
Hello.
ready.
Sorry for disappearing on you.
Sorry for being
Tonight I will
stoned.
be playing Everil again, the Ergenasi Tempest Cleric of Thor.
Oh yeah. And then we have Stern.
I'll be playing Gak, the Arakokra Ranger.
Very good. And then back from his birthday we have Eric.
Heyo! And I am playing Ayu, the Tiefling Druid, who will hopefully do things.
Hopefully. So
Dice gods, please.
before we do get into the action, I should probably mention that we are not in any way, shape, or form affiliated with Wizards of the Coast LLC. That being said, we love D&D, and this is an official module, and I think that's the main thing we have to say. Oh, tonight we have redemptions on, and you guys have been doing a great job of spending your XP to make our party do cool shit. Normally, it gets... sometimes it's not so cool. Normally it gets reset every week, but we have one carryover, which was birthday wishes to Eric, so you have advantage for Ayu tonight. If you would like to give another PC advantage or disadvantage, or give the Game Master some edge
Don't do
over
that.
the players, you can use your redemptions. Keep an eye on the chat. Instructions are there, and actually you can probably ask there and someone will help you if you're not entirely sure how it works. So last time on Princess of the Apocalypse, 2 weeks ago, our heroes had finally earned a slight rest and taken an aside to the village of Redlark, which is to the western portion of the Sarin Valley. And they had an interesting time meeting some of the locals and some other adventurers. Which resulted in a rather bizarre interrogation in the Swinging Sword. And not the Swinging Sword, the other pub in Redlark. And the Helmet High Sun. So after using a potion of divination and interrogating a tiny little midget version of what turned out to be a water cultist, the heroes did discover that there was a lead to a druid gathering, which was rather suspicious. A place called Scarlet Moon Hall, in the hills. But before that, they followed up a lead. They found out about a secret passage behind the wagon works, which has led into a strange underground dungeon, some kind of dwarven ruin of sorts, with these moving stones that seem to move almost as if by powerful magic. And they had just burst into a scene of three masked, or rather they weren't wearing masks anymore, three townsfolk that were acting suspiciously, that have now met up with a priest of the evil earth cult. And it is here, interrupting their discussion, that our heroes have burst in, and I'm guessing you guys are getting straight into the action.
There's a lot of people here, man. So I want to say to my colleagues here, give it all. Give it your everything.
So why don't you guys go ahead and roll initiative?
That's how I like to start the session. Something is rumbling.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Okay, the DM is using intimidation tactics. Do not be afraid.
I don't
Do
talk
not
about.
be afraid.
Do not be afraid. Okay, so
He wants you to be
Tomorrow.
scared.
do I? Maybe. Has everyone rolled?
I will once roll 20 finally loads up.
Oh. We've only been like sitting in the pre-game for the last 15 minutes, Eric. Come on.
I have to finish up the play-by-post.
What a
thought real quick.
shocker. What a shocker. You can do two things at once.
He's not a girl.
I am not a girl.
Touche, but I have about 36 windows open in Windows, so I'm sure you guys can manage the same. The computer can multitask.
Okay, Ebra, fireball. No, no fireball.
Close but no cigar. No, what I will do is I grasp my holy symbol and I start uttering a prayer to Thor to help me and guide me and give me help from the spirits.
Okay. So this is Spirit Guardians. This is cast in a certain square, right?
It's 15 foot around me, and
So
I
let's
will
see.
cast it again because
Let's give you a little aura then. That's better. Okay, so spirits float around you up to 15 feet away. If you are, let's see, when you cast a spell, you can choose
and
whoever's affected. And okay, so are you affecting these townsfolk, or just your
Absolutely.
companions? Okay.
Oh no, you mean? Oh no, I only only companions.
Okay. So, let's see. And when it enters the area
So
for this,
these three
or
guys in
starts its
front of
turn-
us, these
Yeah.
three guys in front of us, it's only townsfolk. Like they're not hostile, or are they?
These are the ones you followed in that have been acting suspiciously, wearing
Okay.
masks and hooded robes. So
Okay. Then yeah, I would say kill them all. Let their gods sort them out.
so diplomatic. Okay. So, is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Eric, you in yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where we are on the map.
To the far right.
The map is completely black for me.
You have to scroll a bit down and to the right, I think.
It could be also that your character's not set up to see. Yes, you are.
Down and to the right. Are you?
Yep. There we go. Okay, there we go. The dynamic lighting is messing with my computer. Give it a second.
Well, the main thing is rolling the initiative.
Yes.
To see if you are acting before GAC. Well, let's just say you're not for now. So, GAC.
Okay. These three guys in front of us. Okay, that should be doable. I will start with my bonus action, casting Hunter's Mark on the middle one.
Yep.
There you go. And then I will use my longbow with my power attack from sharpshooter on the same guy. Ah,
Okay, sorry. Which guy did you say?
the middle one.
The three in
La-
front of you guys.
This
Oh,
guy?
that one. Okay, right. Yep.
No,
No, I don't know.
Him. Okay. All right. So yeah, the 5 will miss.
yeah, it's a 5. Yeah. I get a.
You also hurt
attack
your
from
fingers.
5. Ah, okay.
An 8. Wow.
And I get a bonus attack in my first round of combat from my ranger specialty.
Okay. So
There we
this
go.
this time
And that does 20 damage.
this time you strike true, and it goes right through his head.
Okay. Well, 1 out of 3.
Okay.
You see this masked priest. Let's see if we can show what he looks like. So he's wearing this earthen plate armor and has this cracked stone mask. And he just says, "You think you can defeat us? You are wrong. We have been waiting for you. We will have our revenge. Ogamok's revenge."
What are you again?
I think they're right.
So he is going to wave his arms about, and he has actually this rather large halberd that he's wielding, and he let's see, he does a slow on you guys.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck you.
Wisdom save.
That's right. Let's see. How many? 6 creatures. So that's all of you guys.
I guess that's us, yeah.
Yep.
DC?
Okay.
The DC. Well, you roll and I tell you.
Fuck you. And fuck your slow. Ugh.
Woohoo!
Zardas, you are slowed, as is Everall.
What, 2 is not enough?
And then he takes up
Unbelievable.
a defensive position with his halberd, just slightly so that it can get a little bit of cover to duck behind this stone as it moves. I should mention that these stones, we can't have them dynamic on the map, but they're actually moving about, seemingly of their own accord. The believers are actually going to make a withdrawal. You see the guy, I guess it's lit. You see the guy to your upper right start running, and then seems to notice a huge big ankeg and moves back into the corner. The other guy does kind of the same sort of thing.
Gak, you killed the wrong person.
And Ayu, actually, they started their
I
turn
was
there.
hoping to kill
Can-
all 3.
Yes, Everall, can you roll the damage? I forgot about that. Do they get
18.
a save, or do they take half damage?
Wisdom save
They-
for Alf.
Yes.
Half
So
of
I will,
18 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I will move them back then.
So our mid shields are dead.
Yeah,
Well done,
but
guys. Well done.
just-
This is a good start.
These
These strong start.
spirit Valkyrie ravens and shit just come flying out of Everall and just tear to shreds these pathetic would-be earth cultists. And it is now Ayu's turn.
Well, seeing as our combat boys are a little bit slowed, let's deal with that, shall we?
Yeah, actually, we
Dispel
should
magic.
probably...
Oh, this is so nice.
Dispel magic. Ah, okay. It is a 3rd level spell.
It is.
So technically that means it's dispelled, right?
Woohoo!
He's like, curses!
Are you MVP already? Okay.
Don't play games
Sorry.
with us, Earth cultists. Just
I-
face it like a man. Get him, Sardis.
I couldn't even get out the stuff. Okay, right. So the
What's a burrow
shark.
shark?
That's a good question. Out of the darkness. Actually, he's going to defer his turn so that the guards act first. And you see these armored figures. You've fought some of them before, and they sort of rush in. This guy charges in and starts trying to hound on Grazak.
Oh, he
Maybe-
enters my.
Oh, he does enter your thing. Unperturbed.
Wisdom say.
These guys got some
Wisdom save
background.
indeed.
Should I roll it again or?
Yes. Oh.
Yoo-hoo!
So that means he's all slowed once he enters it. So
Yes.
his movement speed drops to half.
Alright. He can still get there. But still. And then he is going to hound on you with his Morning Star. And I think he has 2. Yeah.
He only hits once.
He hits once for 8 points of damage. The next guy, a little bit more suspicious of this, levels his crossbow. This guy here. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I
I
can
don't
see
think
him.
our viewers saw it. There it is.
Yes.
Alright.
It's just in the darkness for me.
He is going to level his crossbow at Gak since he's firing arrows. And he shoots with his light crossbow. Thwunk, missing completely. It's a shootout, but it's not the best of shootouts. The other guys, this guy charges forward into the area, so he has to make a save.
Mm-hmm.
Which will be... You don't need to roll the actual thing again, we'll just use the same damage for each group. So a 12 is
Okay.
full damage, right?
Yep.
So he takes 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have another guy that's going to move over to here and try to shoot. Let's see. He's got a clear shot to, let's say, Grazak, Sardis, or Gak. So going clockwise from Gak, we'll roll a d3.
It's so nice to have a bunch of men in
So
front of me.
Sardis.
You wanna shoot me? Shoot me!
Obliged.
He did shoot me.
He did shoot me, yes. And I think that is the gods, which means it's the Burrow Shark's turn. And he is riding a massive ankeg and
Okay.
steers it into battle here.
Excellent.
Yep, so they're going to have to make a save as well.
You're doing exactly what I want you to do. My plan is working.
Okay.
Whoops,
What's
sorry.
your plan, Grashak?
I don't think they've got any different stats, to be honest, but... let's see.
Ooh.
Wisdom. It's effectively... We'll use that wisdom for the ankeg, so the ankeg takes half. Which was 7,
Yes.
and a full 15 for the other dude. But now he has... he's got this spear that he's thrusting down at you. A miss. And another freaking miss.
Mm.
Zardes.
Alright then. So what I will do is the first thing I will do is to rage. I will look at the Hankeg and the guard in front of me, and I will go like Poseidon, and I shall rage.
Of course.
And then
you
I-
shall.
And then let's do a new thing here. I know concentration. I can't do that. Okay, now let's do an old thing here, and I will recklessly attack The Ankeg,
Okay.
which at this point seems to be the most dangerous target here. So I will attack recklessly, but I will not use Great Weapon Master. So
Okay.
here I go. A 17
That
and a
will hit.
24. So that's a total damage of 41 damage.
Okay. Jesus. Ow.
Are we even needed here? I think you got this, artist.
It goes sort of crashing down, giving this clicking squeal.
Okay, I turn beyond this guard in front of me at this guy with his name Larak, and I say, you I will kill last.
And it is the remaining Ankeg's turn. It seems incensed by this and marches over here and does an acid spray.
Ouch.
So there, and then we need to go to here. We need
30 feet long and 5 feet wide, so it's like me and Grasek then, and the guard behind me. Right?
Depending how he shoots it.
Yeah.
It would be more like
Normally a line is you have to choose a square in front of him, then a square in front of that square, then a square in front of that square, like that.
it will basically be a I'd say Gak and Grozak.
Or Gak and Grasek. And the guard. I know, and the wall. Yeah, okay.
And the wall.
True. Yeah,
Technically,
okay.
you guys probably would be getting some back spray, but we'll go with this. So yeah, DC 13 dexterity save, guys.
Hey.
I'm really happy to be in this. Level.
Wow.
Zero. Okay, but the damage is okay. It's alright. It's alright.
Yeah. So 9 damage to Grozak as the acid bites into your flesh, and Gak, you managed to sort of like partially turn away, but some of your plumage takes the hit. And it is
5, right?
5, yes. No, 4.
4.
Ah.
And then it's Grozak's turn.
I'm incensed by his breath of acid.
Understandable.
As a reaction, I will cast a spell. I wanted to cast it as not as a attack, but as a spell card.
Okay, so we need some kind of light.
You
Yeah,
have
do a-
Moonbeam as well.
Where are you doing it? Oops. It's like this, right? But where are you
Yeah.
placing it?
4 squares.
on top of the Ankek and the guard there.
On top of the Ankeg and the guard, like this.
Yeah.
That's right?
Yeah. So
5
both
foot
of them.
radius, 40 foot high, yeah. Okay, so they both start their turn there, right? Or is it on their turn or is it now?
When the creature enters spell or starts its turn there.
Okay, so it doesn't take effect now, but on their next turn.
Yes.
Okay. And anything else you're doing?
That was a main action. Do I have any bonus actions I could do? Nope, I don't have any bonus actions. I'm done.
Okay. Alright, then it's Everill's turn.
Yes. And I will cast Spiritual Weapon
Yep.
on 2nd level over here. Oh wait, no, put it over here.
Alright.
Nice.
At the camera, go.
And that's Everil, so you should have control on it.
I do, yes. So that's a 21 to hit,
That will hit.
and then it's 9 force damage.
Of course it is. Oh, hang on. No. Sorry, he has shield,
Uh-huh.
which he's going to use.
That's good.
This is not over yet. That it then? That was your bonus action.
And then I will take my warhammer and try to hit the guard.
Okay. I would say he has a slight bit of cover there because you're reaching around the corner. Just enough to hit him for a less than proud 3 points of damage, but
Yeah, it's because of the awkward turn. I mean, I'm right-handed.
let's say that.
It's hammer time.
But your
time.
your tabard looks really good.
Don't forget about that.
No.
Looking fly.
Flavor. Gak.
Yes. This burrow shark, what does that look like?
He looks like a. Well, he's not on this, but he.
Ah, okay. So
It's just a rhino.
yeah, okay. So he actually looks like a humanoid.
He does. Yes. Everyone
Okay.
except the cat Ankeg looks like you.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
okay.
could
Based
find
on
a
the
weak
picture,
spot.
it looked like he was a rock or something.
Everyone except the Ankag has an anatomy.
Okay.
You take advantage.
Well, he's standing right next to me, so I drop the bow and pull my elven blade for it, the balanced
Ooh.
longsword. That's my bonus action to move my hunter's mark on him,
Yep.
and then I start slashing.
Okay.
With 2 hands.
That is just a hit.
Okay, that's 14. He's humanoid, so
Yep.
16 damage.
16 points of damage. Very good.
And that misses, I guess.
It does. It just bounces off his armor.
Okay.
He does seem rather tough. And that's your turn, right?
Yes, that's my turn.
Right, it's Laroc's turn. And he is going to...
Be completely useless.
Surrender?
Not
Did he say surrender?
completely useless.
Did he say surrender?
No, of course not. He is going to use an acid splash.
Ooh. Oh.
That's he should have 2d6 there.
And Endril's curse.
It is Andrew's curse. He sent it towards Zardus.
Dexterity save.
Yeah.
Okay, it's at least 6 damage.
So 6 damage.
Wait, I have advantage, right? Because advantage dexterity saving throw against an effect I can see, so nothing.
Aww.
Danger sounds. Hey.
God damn it.
I look at him and I say, flattery will bring you nowhere.
Okay, Ayu. Oh my god, this is, I swear this is the curse of the dungeon master.
I use Fairy Fire
Of course.
on that guy directly.
Yep.
20 feet radius.
Only that guy.
It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay, so you're not looking to get Zardus, you're just looking to get
Thanks.
essentially everyone except for this guy and this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to make a dex saving
Dex
throw.
save.
All
And
right.
they must beat a 15.
Okay, so the Ankeg first.
That's a
Succeeds.
pass.
Nimble as only a buck can be.
Yes. I have to move this to back. Okay, the guards. I will roll for all of them at once. Ooh.
That's a pass. Damn.
But then Larak gets, let's see, he needs to make this save as well. Dex. He fails, of course.
Perfect.
So let's see if we have a nice little icon to show fairy firing.
And he will glow bright purple.
Bright
'Cause who
purple,
doesn't
you
like
say?
it? Yeah, because who doesn't like purple?
Let's do this.
All right, now Gag Everett, if you'll be so kind as to smash his face in.
Yeah, but he's in the back, and there's 3 meat shields in front.
Did you hear me when I said I will kill him last?
Yeah, you will.
Ah, okay.
We might just expedite the process a little bit. Make sure he's nice and squishy for you. Plus, I was hoping to get much more than just him with that.
So the gods are getting a little bit frustrated, but there is at least 2 of them there that are starting their turn within this aura.
3
So-
of them.
One is the Burrow Shark, one is Burrow
Oh, yeah,
Shark.
one is the bird
Yeah.
shark. Yeah.
So that's a dex save as well, right?
Yes.
Wisdom or dex?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom
regardless.
save, sorry.
Is wisdom.
So they both fail, taking 16 points of damage each.
For Moonbeam,
Yeah, I was getting to that, but that's another character.
Now we're
Guard.
doing Moonbeam for the guard.
Constitution save throw.
Oh god.
Ooh.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, he does not like that, but it's not that bad.
No, it's softening him up, and then Salas comes there and just wrecks him.
Yep.
Oh, please.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that they're actually meant to act.
It's fine.
So this
No.
guard, frustrated by this aura, is actually going to try and hit Everall. Let's see, where did I put the stats? An 8 and a 16. Both are misses, right?
Both are misses.
Oh man. This guy is going to move into flanking at least and try and hit Zardas.
You have advantage.
Oh, right. Yeah, so he didn't really need to move, but he will. Anyway. Actually, we'll move there. And that is a 19.
Oh, that would be just a miss.
Dear God. And a 24
That is a hit.
for 7 damage. Jesus
Let's
Christ.
make it 3, huh? Okay. So I take it on my shoulder. I look at him and I say, "Big mistake, big mistake."
This guard is going to try and shoot in the corner. He's going to try and shoot Everall, but he's going to have a hard time. So let's see.
Ooh.
But that will hit. So you
Yeah.
take 8 damage and make a concentration check. Come on, low.
that's-
Low.
DC 10. DC
Oh yeah,
10.
that's a Constitution save. It's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
Hey.
We do have a redemption from Anoric Dovey, Dungeon Master advantage.
Really?
Oh,
Thank you so much.
That won't help
Anarch.
him.
uh,
Bad viewers,
That-
bad viewers. Only
That
advantage to players.
won't help him.
It's the Burrow Shark's turn, and he is going for Grozak, trying to break his concentration.
but first,
He will suffer damage.
I wish this had the shortcut to deck saves, but fuck.
It's a wisdom save. It's a wisdom save.
It's
Yeah.
not going to make a difference with that roll.
No, I guess not.
so that's 16, or should I roll again?
No, 16 is fine if you want to use that one. So he is now bloodied and frustrated. He's going to try and get through Grozak by using his spear, and he a 16.
Nope. Shield, I'm at 18.
I'm going to use my advantage. And you watch this. Not gonna work out for me. 24. Yeah, 7 damage and a concentration check, please.
Oh, I lose Moonbeam.
Yes. One thing works out at least.
No paladin bonus, or is it already in?
Level 6.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
So, Zardas.
Very well. I will say let's start from up. I will attack this guy up here recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a class 12. That may
is
be a miss.
Yes.
All right.
Gets
Then,
deflected off his stone armor.
Yes, I will attack him again. Then. A 22 for
22 could hit.
for 20 points of damage.
Oh dear. So you just like strike him and
Okay, and since he's dead, as a bonus action, I can attack somebody else, which will be this border shark just south of me.
Yeah.
And I will attack him also recklessly.
Of course you will.
And that's some class 16.
That is insufficient. He just
That is
blocks
insufficient.
it
Okay.
with his stone armor.
So while I attack him and miss him, because I'm too distracted by looking at Larak again and say, "I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you."
It'd be so funny if someone else does it. Alright.
It will happen.
It is time to see if the Ankeg has got its recharge on. It does not. So it will move, but that means it moves into the aura. So it's time to make another dex saving throw. Wait, wisdom. And it fails, so it takes 16.
Yep.
Man. And then it's going to try and bite Zardas.
You have advantage.
Oh my god.
Well, beastie. Next.
Grossegg.
You sound so, I don't know, so saddened.
I have increased the difficulty of this encounter a great deal.
Yeah, but the dice know.
The dice know.
I mean, it's like you're trying, man. I know you're trying.
Look,
It's just
I'll
not
give you
working.
an A for effort, but we're just too badass for this guy. He's a joker.
The dice are against you.
A shield bash, is that an... How does it work again, a shield bash?
Bonus action athletics check against his athletics check. I mean, do you have the shield master feat?
No, it's not a shove.
Okay, then it's one of your attacks.
With my attacks, okay.
Yeah.
So I left, look on the right tab. I will use my obsidian blade on the burrow shark. And miss. I will actually move. Thank you.
Okay.
And attack, my second attack, attack the guard.
Alright. You swing the obsidian blade and you plant it. You just get it past the armor, getting its awfully sharp tip to deal.
Pierce.
Yeah, to pierce through his defenses, and you can see like the blood gushing out of the side, where in between one of the plates. Although he's still standing.
Yeah, that's one level 1 spell.
Okay. Another 6 divine smite. He's still, despite the searing wounds, standing defiantly. Just chanting.
He dies.
Oh god, Mark. Oh god.
Okay,
Mark.
he will die when his turn begins. That's fine.
Everil.
Mm-hmm. I will move forward a bit.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh. All right, we're level 5 now.
Feels good, don't it?
Whack-a-mole.
So I will again utter a prayer to Thor, and the words burst into a radiant. So
Word of
each
radiance.
visible creature of my choice within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
So we've
So
got
these
the
two guys.
guards and the burrow shark. Burrow shark, pretty tough, but not tough enough. So he will take 11. He screams unintelligible curses at you.
As they all do.
The guard actually makes his save.
He saves it. Yeah. And then
Hanging
I will
on to dear life.
And then I will use my bonus action to try to hit this guy
With your spiritual
Right.
weapon.
with my spiritual weapon.
You have
it's-
advantage.
What?
I was gonna say he has advantage, but it didn't matter.
Oh, right, yeah. Didn't it? No, it didn't, because shield. Frustratingly, you miss.
It's okay.
Gak, you're pinned against the wall in an ankeg.
Yes. But I have that burrow shark marked, so I will keep attacking him
All right.
with my elven longsword.
Nice.
Wow.
For
The
12 damage?
The balance of this blade is it's definitely superiorly made. You think back to the half orc that sold it to you, and he knows his stuff. So you slice past the burrow shark's defenses.
This is some good shit.
Second attack.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
misses.
you try to bring it back around, but you're unable to pierce his armor. In fact, he's able to dodge out of the way. So we're over to Lorak, who is getting rather frustrated, and he is going to
Give up and become a farmer.
That's too late for that.
He's going to cast Shatter on
Collateral damage.
Okay, so everybody, even the Agex, needs to make saves.
Yeah, what's the range of that?
15 feet, if I remember correctly.
Let's see. Hang on. I looked at the wrong stats. I wish it would say it when it played it out. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's try this again with
It's
the
a
description
10-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, so 4x4.
There we go. We use the first damage though. Let's see. 10-foot radius. So he's actually going to place it in the hall on Ayu. And
Saw
I would
those
say that the guard and Gak actually have advantage on their saving throw because of the stone wall, basically.
So me and Grasak are not taken.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'll use that birthday advantage on this one. I don't like taking damage. It goes downhill very quickly.
So that's a con save. Oh no. He has killed his little buddy though.
Nice.
He was unprepared for this. So let's see. Gak, you will be
7?
taking a total of 21 points of damage.
Oh.
And Everil,
Okay.
you just made the save, so you take 10 points of damage and give me a concentration check.
I had
please.
an advantage, you said, so that's a 20.
What?
Yeah, you say he had advantage because he's behind the
Yeah.
wall.
Oh yes, you're correct. So you take 10 points as well. Ayu, you also only take half damage. So Ayu takes 10. You all take 10 that were in range. So I would like a concentration check in the form of a Constitution check from Everall. Damn it!
And that's from me for my hunter's mark.
And that's the 35 for Ayu.
Yeah. I was just checking that.
Yes,
Yeah.
one thing at least.
At least.
Each
That's
round,
okay.
you only take out one spell.
Oh, good God.
That's fine, sir.
So he is no longer affected by that, and he will actually duck back behind cover.
Oh, that won't save you.
Ayu, time for some revenge, perhaps?
I'm gonna take a step forward so I can see this room a little bit better, because it's very hard to see from where I was standing before.
Of course it is.
And, you know what? Let's hit this motherfucker. Moonbeam, right on his position.
Oh, come on!
That should be DC 15, not 11.
The moon is strong in this room.
Why is that saying DC 11?
Alright, so there's a moonbeam on him.
Clearly indicating where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
the
don't
save
have
is
for me.
15.
Yeah, that's it for you.
Yep.
But I assume the DC is actually higher, but I mean the damage
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
come
15.
into effect until his turn, right?
Yep.
So, the guard...
Starts
'Cause
its
there
turn
are
in
two.
my...
Yeah,
Uh,
one of them starts his turn.
Oh.
No,
No, the
they're
other one
dead.
is... They are dead. No, sorry,
They're
sorry.
all dead, so they're actually going to try and shoot.
Yeah, this one started there, though. It was 15 feet. It started here. That's 15 feet from Everall.
He has an aura there. He wasn't in the aura.
I don't see the aura, honestly, but normally 3 squares is 15 feet. Okay.
There's a circular aura on him right now.
Oh, yeah, I don't see it.
That's odd. Can anyone else see it?
Nope.
On that guard? No.
No, on Everall,
No, on
there's
me.
You have to
I
select
think
that.
I'm the only one who can see it.
Because
Yeah.
it has to be all players see light. So
Yeah.
if I do this, you guys see it now, right?
No, not
Okay.
light. You have to select that we can see aura 1 or aura 2 or aura 3.
Oh yes, so you are correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
now we can see it, yeah.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, that was out. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he was out of it. So they're going to fire their crossbows. 2 shots at Everall to try and break his concentration. That is a miss, and that might be a hit.
Bit of cover from
No,
3
that's-
people standing in front of him.
Yeah, it's not even going to be a hit, is it? Damn it.
No, it's a 20.
Man, I love this doorway.
The Bioshock is dead. Wait, no, he wasn't.
No, it's not.
but he
dead,
needs to make a save.
He
Yes.
does need to make a save, and this time it is a wisdom saving throw,
Oh.
which he fails, and takes 14 points of damage. He's not looking very good at the moment, and he's desperately going to try and stab at Everall. Oh, come on.
Guy is still standing.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
I think these guys need to put down their weapons. They're outmatched.
Zardus.
Okay, so I will attack this burrow shark guy between me and Grasak. Since we're flanking, I don't need to be reckless.
Nope.
It's a crit. So that would be
Describe the way you eviscerate
20
him,
and
please.
8, so that's 30 damage. Of course, when I crit, I lift my Megalodon axe, and by looking at this stone behind which is hiding Lyrak, I say, Poseidon! And I cut this guy in 2.
I I have a recommendation for you, Zardis, that you might like on how you kill this guy.
Having crit is dead. Ayo is already dead. Having critted this guy, I will use my bonus action to attack the Hankeg recklessly.
Of course.
I'm class 17.
That is a hit.
That is 21 points of damage. And then I will use my second attack to attack the Hankeg recklessly again. For a crit. And as I go through the Hankeg, I jump on it, and from that distance, so I will even move. I will move like here. I will jump on it, and I will start to look behind that stone and say, You are last, Larak. You are last. And I'm done.
Oh.
Poor Jim.
Crossack,
only
since our
suggestion was
Ankeg is
just- Go ahead.
nothing.
Oof.
Move here.
Okay.
Hello.
Which one are you going for?
Well, both. He's got a bit of cover, Larak.
Yes, he would have a bit of cover.
Moving stones. First one on the guard below me.
Okay. That is a hit.
40 points of slashing damage.
Yep. So you managed to once again slip this fragile blade, reinforced by magic, through the plate armor and just like slice at an exposed part.
Oh, right. I remember. This needs elemental energy to reawaken. Probably if I stab Arak enough, it will get elemental energy. That's the theory out.
Just. Well, theory there.
It is a miss, unfortunately. It just
Yes.
bounces off the armor. Assuming you are finished.
I am finished. Yes, that's all actions.
Then Everil is going to move forward with that fucking aura.
Absolutely. Hello, time we met, isn't it?
Oh, Zardos, look out!
That's fine. It's completely fine. It's completely fine.
And I will first use my bonus action to move my hammer here.
Yep.
Make an attack. Let's see where I put it.
Yes. And you crit with it. He's not shielding that! So he takes a total of 12 points of force damage. And he's like, Curses! Hogamok! And then your regular attack, perhaps?
Yes. Let's see what I can do. I will use Thunder Wave. Just on him. But I will also use, let's see how it's called. This one. This.
Oh god. So maximum damage.
Maximum damage. Oh, no, wait, not Thunder Wave. I will use Shatter.
Okay, but only to get him.
Yes.
Alright. So can you load it up so I can see what the saving throw is? A 14 Constitution save. Alright.
Yes. And the damage is...
So it is... The maximum would have been 3d8.
24.
24 halved because he still did succeed on his saving throw.
Yes.
So it's 12 points of damage. I would say though that the stone around it just like actually begins to crack. And he seems very bloodied and frustrated at this point. And it is now Gak's turn.
I will mark the bottom guard by Grazak. run in and slash at him.
That's
For
a hit.
Nice.
The damage is not good, but it could be the death of 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, but he's humanoid, right?
Yeah, so 9 damage, right?
9, yes.
He's bloodied. And the second attack
And
also
14.
lands. Wow, he's just hanging on to dear life.
On a
By a
thread.
thread. And it's Larak's
I
turn.
think that damage was fine.
I think
No.
he's just going to die.
Oh right.
The
right.
DC
damage is
15.
rather shitty.
The damage is rather shitty,
Oh, God.
but it might make the difference. DC 15, not 11. I don't know why it's saying 11.
Con and a dex save. So he makes both saves. He takes
2 damage.
2 damage from the moonbeam, and he takes how much are we saying for the spirit weapons? Do you want to roll it?
I'm gonna roll it again, and I will also. No, first I will roll.
So not spiritual weapon. Yeah.
First I will roll a Constitution save for the moonbeam myself because I'm also in the area.
Ooh.
So I
Ooh.
get 4 points of damage.
Yes, you do.
And
Hey, at least now you're looking really cool
Make
and
a-
enveloped in ghostly
Make a
flame.
concentration save.
I still make it.
You do.
I'm so glad you did. I would have felt really bad if I broke your concentration.
So halved to just 6 damage, but still. He's holding on by a thread, but
I'll
now
fix that.
he is swinging around his halberd, and he is going to try and whack Everil.
Okay, that hits.
Alright.
I don't like it.
No, you don't, do you? So 9 points. Oh. Mm-hmm. And it's
Wait.
maximized, right? Or
No, it isn't. I don't know how many. I'll
2d8
sort
it
it out
says.
later.
2d8
Mm-hmm.
To the 8
lightning
lightning.
day.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
And let's
Did-
say it's lightning this time.
Yeah, make your concentration check as well.
Wow, he's still not dead.
Nope.
Oh,
You fail it.
bye.
Oh no.
So
Oh, man.
finally,
How many points of damage did I get? 9?
yeah, 9.
Man, that card was lucky.
Man, I needed those guardians.
And then he is going to slice you a second time. Well, try to, but he misses. And then he's actually going to run.
Ooh,
No,
attack
no.
opportunities.
Yep.
Yeah, that
I would say you're going to have like a disadvantage on your attack because there are stones in the way.
When they shatter because of the force of the shatter,
No, they haven't shattered, they've cracked.
it's fine.
But Everall gets a full one. So, make Krozak first. That actually...
Is this where he shields again?
Yes, it is actually. Thank you for reminding me of that shield.
oh,
I knew it was gonna come.
So, Everall. Damn.
Didn't I have an advantage?
Not to my knowledge.
Hmm.
So 1, 2,
Too
3,
bad.
4, 5, 6. And it's Ayu's turn. Wait, what the hell? Why is he back there?
Good question. Oh, my spiritual weapon won't let him leave.
Too bad
Oh,
it
I
doesn't
did
get
have-
attacks of
no.
opportunity.
No.
No.
I was wrong.
Okay. So Ayu.
Am I able to fly over this rock here?
let's see. In this chamber, it's got a 20-foot high ceiling. So they're kind of. It would be narrow, but yes, you can. You've got some clearance up there.
All right, I'll go right on this rock so I can see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get sightline on him, and I'm gonna move that moonbeam 60 feet right on top of him
Of course you are.
as a bonus action.
Yep.
You're not getting away from me, buddy. You're not getting away. And then I'm also going to ice knife him. Because I don't like him. I don't much like him.
Oh dear. The damage is not great. It's an attack roll though, right?
Yes.
Dex
It's also
save.
a dex. So
What's
to
the save?
hit is a roll, and then the explosion afterwards is a dex save.
Ah, yeah. So you have to attack.
So that's a miss, but the shards. Where's the cold damage there?
It should be that.
Yeah.
5?
No, that's a D10.
Yeah, it should be that.
It hasn't been rolled, so you rolled 2d6 cold, and he makes
I need
his
to
dex
fix that.
save.
It's 3d6. I cast it at a higher level.
Right.
13 ice damage if he fails. Or half if he passes.
Let's put it this way.
Or none if he passes.
Describe to me what exactly happens when you fling this ice knife in his direction.
But it's none if you save.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's none if he saves.
He's not gonna do that. Oh, he does!
Passes.
Skinks Jazz
Unbelievable.
once more.
Yeah.
So that's all of your actions, alright?
That's my turn. Now let's hope he fails that moonbeam.
The guards are going to this guy's going to move forward towards Stardust and will
You never learn. You never learn.
They're both misses, right?
Yep.
Big fat misses. This guy down here draws his mace and is going to go for
No, just don't. Just run for your life. We might not live.
They are loyal.
so he's going to go for Gak,
Okay.
and
They are really willing to die for this god. That don't mean
So
shit.
hit.
so one
And
hit for
miss.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then God, what did I've lost the initiative order. The hell? Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's their turn. It's now Zardos. And it looks like someone's about to frag still.
He's not getting away.
So I look in the direction of Larak and I say, you made me lie to myself. I hate it. So I ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ran 35 feet. I can actually move 40 feet. This guard can make me an opportunity attack.
Yep, of course.
Oh. He's going for it.
So yeah, he whacks you for.
He
for
did.
8 half.
Let's make it 4. And then I look at Larak. I say, not lost, but still dead. And I attack him recklessly. 24 for 17 points of damage. I put the Megalon axe. He had this cracked mask, right?
Yep.
I put it straight in the crack. I stuck it in the crack. Then I turned the Megalodon axe so the mask opens up, and then I finish him with a headbutt from my head.
And briefly, your headdress gets tangled in his headdress. No.
And they make little headdress babies.
No. You just squish it in half, and the rest of you guys just see this like Zardos hopping off behind this rock,
I
and
don't
then you just
see
see this half mask just landing on the side. Oh yeah, I don't think our viewers can see it either. I need to scroll across to where Zardos just took him out.
Plus, because of the rock, because of the super dynamic lighting, I can't even see anything.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You have some rock
Hey.
in front of you. Okay, well, and as a bonus action, I could make another attack, but I don't. I just point the Megalodon axe at the guards, and I say, "Run now that you still can."
And to add to the badassery that is Zardos at executing this poor guy, his body probably lights up in ghostly flames, damning his soul by Poseidon himself.
That's it.
Grosek.
Always here
Okay.
to support you, Zardos.
I'm bored. This guy's boring me. I tell him to the face, you've got 2 seconds to run. If you don't run, you're going to die horribly. If you do run, you're also going to die horribly. Choice.
So what's the choice?
Well, if he runs, he's going to die horribly because of his angry god or something. If he stays, he's going to die because of swords and hammers and spell. So
He starts hacking a loogie.
what? Oh, right.
Gonna spit on you, take his teeth out.
And just to add insults.
He just gargles blood.
No. He
Okay.
gargles boiling blood.
Boiling blood that then evaporates with this divine light that just releases out of his open, shocked mouth and eye sockets, and he collapses to the ground, his armor crumbling into just stone.
Move over here.
Oh god, you have second attacks.
Ah, you're lucky.
And this game just stopped being a challenge.
Teamwork.
Evero.
Hey, we've been at this already 1 hour, man. That was challenging. Most of the parties at half their points. I mean, that's a success. DM won.
It could be.
Except for after this combat where I heal us all to full.
Well, I also know Healing Spirit.
Am I even needed anymore? I see my way out. Thank you, everybody, for having me.
Healing Spirit needs to be nerfed. It's only active so long as there's a combat.
I agree.
No, we just need a level 5 cleric, and then it needs to be nerfed.
Okay, let's do this, guys.
Yep. So Everall, swinging your hammer. I guess you can get both your weapons on him. Yep. So Thor's mighty hammer goes flying through the air. Oh, and it crits, of course. Oh, he's hardly damaged. He takes 8 points of damage as the hammer slashes into the noggin. Hammers into the noggin of his helmet, and parts of it crumble away.
That's a sharp hammer.
And your normal attack? Or other action?
You're muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so let's go dual hammer style.
Yep. I was gonna say, you're not gonna get up some more fucking spirit guardians, are you?
Nah,
Gak?
that would be overkill.
Yes. I still had my mark up when this guard died, so I move it to the remaining guard.
Of course you do.
Didn't you get hit by the guard?
Yeah, but I did a concentration check, didn't I?
Not
Whatever.
like-
Oh wait, no, I didn't do yeah, there. That was the last check.
Yep.
That wasn't rolled, but that saved. So
Not quite what a traditional flanking is, but there are enough of you on there that I would say that you guys have advantage.
okay, yeah, it's basically ganging up now.
Gacking up.
Don't make it sound like we're evil.
So that's
12 damage.
12 damage. And the second attack just hits.
19 hits. Yeah.
So,
13.
so he's looking pretty hurt now. There's streams of blood coming out the weak spots in his armor. Beating the evil out of him.
Exactly.
You're flying up. Have a commanding view of this place since you have dark vision.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sit down on this rock up here. Get rid of my moonbeam. It's no longer needed. Just gonna flick over a nice little fire, produce flame.
Oh, produce flame. It sounded like you said something else.
That did not roll because none of my spells are set up correctly. I hate myself. 13.
A 13 is actually a miss.
Get him, boys.
Right, it's his turn. Oh god.
Again, he can run.
At this point, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
He's gonna go
I mean,
for
you could
Dak.
try surrendering.
Okay.
You know what? I understand what this guy's doing.
Failing. He's
That's
dedicated. He's
misses.
dedicated. He's like,
Just
No,
just
no,
finish
it's-
off.
I understand what this guy's doing. He does not want to miss the honor of being killed by Zadas.
oh god.
I go there with advantage, I suppose. Yeah. And a 25 for I cannot even count anymore. 24 points of damage.
His
I go
armor
there,
just crumbles.
I go there. I grab him by I grab him by the neck and I say, "Here comes your great honor." And I smash his ass.
And rather than a shade of blue, you are now a shade of purple as you're covered in the blood. The stones continue to move eerily, but the cavern falls silent.
IU's gonna drop off from the stone she's sitting on. It's like, so, how's everybody doing?
I will collect my bow again.
Okay, I calm my abyssal rage. Very well. I guess let's look around a bit, right?
Yeah.
Like they were conducting like a ritual
of
here.
Something.
Yeah.
As a reminder, the chamber is enormous with a 20-foot ceiling and has been carved out of the rock here. There's a lantern near the floor in the center of the room and an odd array of stone monoliths, some upright standing stones and others arranged in 3 stone arches. Arranged about the chamber. 6 low stone slabs are set against the walls around the perimeter of the room, and each holds a humanoid's bones dressed in scraps of tattered cloth and rusted iron. But you also see that, let's see, there is a pile of offerings here, which contains something you would describe as a treasure.
Okay.
So
What is it?
In all, upon in this pile you find the offerings made to Urgamark, and they are as follows: around 1,400 in copper pieces, 1,400 in silver pieces, 70 gold, a small bag of spices, a small silver mirror, a vial of perfume, pewter earrings, a leather belt with a nice copper buckle, an iron brazier, and also you find some braces.
Bracers?
Yes,
The racers, you say?
engraved
what material?
with. Well, you guys could maybe give me an Arcana check or a history check, perhaps.
What are the braces
History.
made of, by the way?
Hey, I'm good at history.
They're
Yeah,
both the same for
I'll
me.
have a look.
You guys are better.
Fair check's not.
So, Everall, you it's an unfamiliar design, but to you, these are sort of carved and etched with inlays that remind you of tributes to the god Allah, who's in your pantheon, the god of archery and hunting.
Oh. Huh.
Must
These
be
seem
braces.
strangely familiar.
And you suspect that these a casual glance doesn't tell you everything you need to know, but you suspect these braces may be magical in nature.
Oh wait, she's not sure of it.
Oh, yes, let's ask the party full of detect magic.
They are definitely magical.
Hey, Avril, can you put your eyes on these? I think it's magical. Oh, yeah, that's magical.
Oh yeah, definitely magical. I can see the aura coming from it, coming out of it.
And then
I can smell it.
let's see if I have this here somewhere.
Somehow, I imagine that since the whole party knows almost magic, or the whole party almost knows magic, almost the whole party knows magic. Damn it.
I don't
Eventually-
have detect magic.
And eventually, we'll be like all looking. Yes, this magical would detect magic, except Sada.
Yes,
You people can do detect magic.
I
it does have sort of transmutative qualities that imply that it may enhance the wearer's abilities in some way.
My best guess might be archery, out of character.
Yeah, you
Something-
mentioned. Everall, did you mention the symbol or?
I mentioned it was familiar.
Oh, okay.
These seem to be the symbols used by the from in my world. It would be I forgot the name. Sorry.
Other.
Allah.
Allah. She's
Or Ullr.
a goddess of hunting and
Male god.
archery.
Oh,
It's a male
like,
god.
What's it do?
like
Sounds like an
Mi-
interesting
He's
god.
was that Mieliki here in the Forgotten Realms?
And I think his name is actually pronounced or something weird like that because it's Norse.
probably.
You're telling the guy that lives in Sweden and speaks Swedish.
I don't fucking know. I've heard it said I've heard it said other. I don't fucking know.
Ullr.
I've been told it was by some people.
Ur.
But, no,
Whatever, just swear them.
Ullr.
Anyway, let's move on.
I'm American. I can tell you a curse word though.
Yay!
Woohoo!
You can?
Mm-hmm. It's like our only pastime. It's cursing.
Right.
Trump.
I thought you meant like in Old Norse.
All right,
Let's move
guys.
on.
Yeah, guys, this offers that we have found.
I like that bag of spices.
Actually, while you guys have a bunch of detect magics up, you do notice that the halberd that Lorak was carrying certainly has a magical aura of its own. And you see, even as it lies on the ground, that it's sort of like where it touches the dirt and earth, it's sort of like fizzling,
Hmm.
Oh,
or at least on the blade.
okay.
Let's take that too.
I can't use this. So that's yours.
Anything else on the guards or the rider?
Do I detect anything in the ankegs?
Not in the Ankegs, no. But let's see, how many gods were there? There were four,
Four, yeah.
and the Burrow Shark, and they have collectively, 61 coins, 61 gold worth of mixed denomination coins amongst them.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Gak,
Yes.
do we have pending treasure apart from what we just found?
Well, the part that we found earlier in this dungeon.
Huh.
So
Was there also
some
jewelry?
coinage and a few gems.
Okay. Okay. Because I like those earrings.
If you want.
Yeah,
Sure.
but maybe make us a total of the total value that we have to share, and I will take pieces of stuff I like. How is the perfume, Master? Is it good perfume?
Yeah, it's fine.
That is trying to be.
Do you want the mirror as well, perhaps?
When I see
I look
the-
at Gak. I look at Gak. I say, I'm not vain.
All right, guys. Do we need a break this week, or are we good to keep going?
For me, we can keep going. I mean,
I can keep.
I just want to share this stuff so I can put some jewels on myself.
If we take a 5-minute break, I can immediately split the loot.
Oh yeah, shall we do that?
I mean,
Or
if
shall our viewers view us as we split the treasure?
I
Let's
don't
do that.
think. For
Yeah,
one
sure.
thing, it's never done in 5 minutes.
I can.
Yeah, it is really done in 5
calculate
minutes.
quickly.
Just give us a total. Yeah.
Yeah, that we can figure out at the end of the session, so we're not bogging
Okay,
down.
then let's not do this. Then let's just keep going, adventuring.
All
Let's
right.
go.
So the bodies appear to be, they're quite ancient, and I guess you could give me an investigation check. One person can lead the investigation and be given advantage by the others. This would not be considered a place of elemental power.
Okay.
I'm not leading that investigation. I only got a +2 to it.
I will lead the investigation.
What is this?
I will
+2?
look at every
Nook and cranny.
corpse, body, whatever in this room.
Okay.
Who's helping me?
It doesn't matter. You have advantage from people helping you.
If anybody's helping.
I assume at least one of you is helping.
I'll help.
There you
Mostly
go.
because I want to round
Yeah.
up the bodies.
I'll help.
Oh,
So yeah, you have a 19 then. That being Everall. So when you help someone, Stan, you don't need to actually roll. You just give them advantage.
Okay. Yeah. I've been playing too much Pathfinder, so there you have to roll to aid.
Yeah, at least over a 10, fair enough. So you deduce that the bodies once belonged to miners, and that the stones have been created by the dwarven architects. The magic that's in place is some kind of essentially a targeted telekinesis spell designed specifically for moving stone. So it was probably a case of these magical energies were used to move large rocks that would otherwise be quite heavy and unwieldy for a single dwarf or even a group of dwarves to move. But as far as treasure and that is concerned, the bodies are so deteriorated that there's just nothing of significant value left. What you do notice, let's see, does that go up there? In the corner.
just put me there.
Nobody puts you in a corner, Avril.
You guys do find a passage in the southwest corner.
Oy. Maybe somebody wants to heal themselves before we go there.
I can heal us all. I'll use one of my spells for
Let's do that.
healing spirit.
Get the spirit going. We shall conga line.
Well, it should have been that could have been done during the investigation.
Yeah, I mean, you guys essentially have like, I guess, a 15-minute period where you could have healed up, or even take a short rest if you want.
So 10d6.
I don't like this.
That's your choice, man.
It's raw.
That's it.
Did you even lose? Did you even lose 39 hit points?
I lost 15. I lost 15, man. They have defiled the temple of my body.
I wouldn't call it a temple because that means there's a lot of things going inside of you. Normally, people.
It is a place of adoration, are you?
It gets worse if you have.
What? We do have some redemptions, by the way. A Dungeon Master advantage from Xilium.
Ooh.
And a level 1 spell slot for any one of the players.
Yay!
So whoever needs it the
When
most.
did this advantage come through? I couldn't use that in the past.
It only came after the battle because I had the window open through the battle.
It's called it's called the pity advantage, man.
So,
Thanks.
would everybody like to know my spell situation here?
Sure.
I didn't use any first level spells, so.
I have 3 spells left. 2 of them are first level. 1 of them is second.
Okay, then let's give it to Ayu.
Yep.
Let's give it to Ayu.
I only used 1 spell slot and I still have 3 left. So
I have 3 spell slots left.
All right, I'll take that. Thank you.
Gak,
Whoever gave it.
Gak, heal yourself. Okay, it's there. Okay, fine. Okay, shall we go?
Yes. So basically, this leads to
shall I move
basically
a bit
an
in front?
unmortared stone.
I have 90 feet dark vision.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure, but if you get hit, you can go down.
Okay.
I got quite a lot of hit points.
Go Gak.
All right. You guys see that there's an unmortared stone outlining the door, and it swivels on a central point, making a narrow opening on either side. It continues for a couple of 100 feet, and then pops out. And let's see, we've got the map of the town, and we need to be.
Ah, the town.
Yes, indeed.
Nothing like a good mug of beverage after having killed evil.
After having killed evil.
I hope those rats down there enjoy that meal.
So
We
you
cleaned
guys...
the town of an evil cult.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, companions, that we have an appointment with the fire guys, right? In a place called... I wrote it down somewhere.
The Fire Nation.
The Fire
Yes.
Nation, right? Yeah, something
It's
like that.
something like Scarlet Meadows or something like that.
Scarlet Moon Hall.
Scarlet Moon Hall, yeah, that's exactly where we are supposed to go, yeah.
That would be the one. So let me see. We need a description of Red Lark.
Come here, Lucy.
And we are at number 18. You guys arrive
On top.
basically in what appears to be a quarry.
Oh yeah.
You see a sign set on 2 posts in scrap of weedy lawn out the front of a small house nearby that reads Maliko Stoneworks. And the quarry pit sort of begins behind the house, and it's actually there's like a pile of like debris that's made to look like it's sort of covering the location of this exit. But yes, you find your way into the quarry on the outskirts of the village.
Very well.
And I should probably move the map up just a little bit so the people at home can actually see up in the corner here. Alright, so this is where you are.
Very well. How far away was the Scarlet Moon place?
That was, I think, let me check the world map.
I think it was like a day or two's travel. If I
Oh,
remember right.
perfect. Okay.
Yes, let's see, Redlock surroundings, the Sorrow Valley, there we go. So from the directions you've been given, Scarlet Moon Hall is a mere 16 miles or so into the hills. So a day's travel.
Perfect. Yeah, then we should go. Then in the meanwhile, we will know what those weapons that we found are.
Yeah.
And
So are you guys heading out straight away?
It is night still.
were we supposed to report to someone
Not
about this escapade? No, I suppose.
No, you're following up your own leads.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, we
So
were following our own lead.
Yeah.
okay, then
We could sleep in a tavern at least.
Yes, you have heard about the swinging sword, which is the other tavern and inn, which is here.
DM.
Yes.
Down on the left. This that I'm pinging now. What
Yes.
is it?
It is another quarry, in the corner of which is a pool of water.
But it's what? Dirty water?
I mean, it has the appearance of being clear. If you're looking for a body of water, you should probably try.
What about this?
Yes. If you ask around town, you could probably find out about that just off the north side of the Keldil path. There is a small lake, more like a pond.
Perfect.
Of fresh water, and it sort of like would have a clay bottom and some fish and stuff.
So it is evening, right?
It is evening, yes.
And we are still charged with the adrenaline of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So my plan would be,
Yes,
and I look at my
and
I look at my companion, to go at whatever the singing sword or the helmet I found. No, the helmet I found was a bad place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the helm was
I mean, the swinging sword is the place you haven't been to yet. The helmet
Okay.
Sun.
So I want to go to a high class place.
That would be
Still
the swinging
charged
sword.
with victory. Drink a lot. Sing a few body songs. Try to acquire 1 or 2 wenches and bring them to Keldil Path.
to drown them or
No. to perform for them.
I think we may finally see the dance of the 7 sharks. We shall see.
I have an addition to the Dance of the Seven Shark.
Oh god.
Now
Is it the eighth
I can
shark?
also cast Wall of Water. It's going to be a full spectacle, full show.
So you're gonna add an 8th shark to this.
We will see.
The number of sharks is the number of steps.
So that's the plan. We don't need to play it out, but that's how I will spend my night.
Well, I'm just preparing a map.
IU is just gonna go down and hang out with those rats because she doesn't like sleeping in establishments.
okay.
Civilization doesn't go well with her. She's used to the road.
I slept in wild often enough that with all the money we've made, let's just get me a room.
Too many voices for IU. She can't sleep in civilization too well.
So you guys find yourself outside
Nice.
a nice inn. The swinging sword, which you've heard about already. And indeed, as you approach, it should be... one door north of the All Faith Shrine stands the swinging sword. The inn is a 3-story stone structure crowned by a steep slate roof that bristles with many chimneys. A signboard juts out over the door, hanging from chains. It's a 10-foot-long carved wooden scimitar, emblazoned with the inn's name in red paint on both sides. An inn yard with stables and outbuildings lies behind the building. So this is actually slightly oriented. The top of the map would actually be west in this case, but it really has no bearing. As you enter, you will probably notice that there are a number of patrons. There's probably more patrons that are actually shown on the map, but there is a variety of people of note and interest. You see behind the bar there is a human woman who an Alaskan human in her 40s, looking kind of like a matriarch, and is described as a pleasant, sturdy woman. And she sort of looks up as you enter and says, "Welcome to the Swinging Sword. I am Kelessa Urkel, the proprietor here. Would you be seeking just beverages or lodging for the night?"
How about boat?
Excellent. We have a wide variety of rooms available. We have common dormitories, which are only a single silver per person per night. Then we have guest suites, 5 silver a night per person and up to 2 in those. And then, of course, we have the master guest suite, which is 8 silver per night and a single double bed.
I'll have
Here's
a
2 gold for the
room with a
master suite.
bath.
With a bath, of
A
course,
bath?
we have those suites would involve. We have numerous rooms with a bath. Indeed, pretty much all of them have those
Okay.
facilities. But you're looking at then the guest suites at least.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Give me the best room you have.
Yeah. Like,
Best room I have, right? That will be one of our guest suites with the masters. Yes, certainly. So to make this easier on me, it's 6 for a regular suite and 8 for one of these master suites.
I give the patron 5 gold for the master suite for the night.
Oh, I'm afraid you've overpaid by a great quantity.
I do not care.
Okay, I will hold the room
Nice.
for you for 8 nights.
Well done, Grass.
Oh, sorry, not 8 nights. What is it? The master suite?
Oh no. This is for 1 night is good enough. The finest that this needs.
I see. Well, we shall see that you are well attended to, and drinks are on the house tonight for you.
Thank you very much.
And
I'll have a regular guest suite. It's fine.
I would prefer not to have a suite, just food and drink.
Certainly. They
DM,
do
I look
have-
around the place.
Yes.
Is there nice people in this place?
Oh, I've actually got something to show you guys.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Oh,
You've got
nice.
everything you could possibly need.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I need to understand
Yeah.
the people
Um,
frequenting this place. Are they the party kind of people?
There are a variety of locals that look like they've come here after hard day's work.
Mhm.
This human woman over here looks like a Tetherian sort of maid. She is slightly attractive, perhaps, although in a common way. And she sort of like is tending to chiefly preparing the rooms ahead of you guys, but also sort of cleaning up. Definitely a part of the staff. Then down in the right, I'm just going to close that off for our viewers. Down in the lower areas down here, you see some perhaps familiar faces, although you haven't met them yourselves. But the figure over on this table appears to be one of the Knights of Samular, and his squire, a human female and a human male for the night. And then you also see what appears to be a half-elf, sort of like a figure you would assume to be perhaps a cleric or acolyte at least. Judging from the symbology on his clothing, you can conclude that he worships some sort of sun deity, more than likely Lathander.
Let's go say hi.
Yes, I will go towards the clergy-looking person, and I want to talk to him about the different religions, the different gods in this realm, because I am not familiar with them.
Okay, all right. Well, you strike up a conversation with this cleric, who seems to be more than happy to speak to you, and you get the impression as you sit down. Are you buying him a drink or just?
Oh yes. No,
Okay.
I'm buying him a drink.
So he's,
Actually, I will order a bottle of fine wine.
oh, a very unexpected delight. Thank you. My name is Brother Earden. I'm a follower of Lathander, of course. An itinerant priest, if you would. Many of these smaller settlements don't always have permanent divine representation, so I travel from village to village, performing wedding ceremonies and naming ceremonies and the like, and general worship for a period of time before I move on to the next place. So I'm quite well versed in the local settlements, you might say, especially along the long road. And yes, and you are?
My name is Everil. I come from somewhere else, you might say.
Suddenly in Russia.
Yeah, it's sometimes my accent's slipping.
I see. So where might I inquire you are from? Far away, you say, a distant land, perhaps?
You might say that, yes.
And you seem to have a symbol, a hammer. Do you follow some kind of... Do you follow Moradin, perhaps?
I do not know that name.
Oh, a god of the dwarves, a chief god, in fact. Certainly a very powerful deity in his own right. So, have you heard of Lathander then?
No, not yet, to be honest. I am a follower of the god Thor, but I am not against other gods, of course. We also have a whole pantheon in my land.
I see. You must indeed be a stranger from far away. Who is this Thor which you worship?
Oh god.
Well, you don't have to in character explain it all, but...
I explain everything about Thor.
Alright, so you essentially can have a drawn-out conversation where you are given a much better impression of the deities that govern Faerun, especially the chief deities. But more than that, you get out of him the fact that he has recently come from Beliard by the way of Westbridge, and he mentioned having seen this delegation pass through, and says that he's a bit worried that they haven't turned up yet, because he was expecting them to have reached Red Lodge by now, since they were going to head to Summit Hall and then circle back to Red Lodge.
Oh.
But you, of course, knew what has befallen them.
I'm so sorry. You haven't heard yet.
No? What?
It pains me to say, but I'm afraid that most were dead. All of them were dead.
Oh no. Surely not even Captain Scarlet. You recall her being the captain of the guard, and you discovered her grave.
My deepest
Condolences.
condolences.
He then holds up his glass and says, "It is a true shame. I was hoping to get to know her well. Let us hope that she is in the embrace of Lathander, or Thor, or the gods. Probably more Thor from what you've explained. She was a bit of a warrior, I suppose. I'm saddened to hear that." And you sort of continue on sharing this bottle of wine, getting more information, but that's the general gist of pertinent facts that you managed to get out of him. Meanwhile, I see Zardos has approached the maid.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
My character sheet just reminds me of something.
Mm-hmm.
It seems I have a servant called Gorm.
You do?
I don't know. Do you remember him?
Not in the slightest.
Anybody here remembers him?
No.
No? Okay.
Wasn't he
then I
that
will-
poor nobody that you sent off to
Wait,
do something stupid?
are you a
There
noble?
was someone. I know that
Oh
it.
wait, was he that? Yeah, I think
right,
you
yes.
you convinced one of the
You
bandits.
convinced one
to
of the
be-
bandits to go.
I paid him. I even paid him, I think.
Yeah.
So
Right.
is he still with us or
It's up to you guys. If you want
I would like to have a servant. Somebody needs to clean my weapons and
Yes.
clean
All right.
my stuff.
Yes, you do. You do have Gorm.
So Gorm the servant is there. Okay, very well. Okay, that said, the first thing I want to do. So apart from the persons that you have now indicated as probably important, is there other people in this tavern?
Yes, there are.
Okay, very well. So I reach inside my belt pouch, and I take out a jasper worth 70 gold pieces, and I like throw it on the counter to make it bounce, and then grab it, and then I give it to Kaylessa, and I say, "Tonight we celebrate our victory against the cult of the earth. Drinks for everyone."
This
There
is where
is
she
a
spikes all our
resounding
drinks and
cheer.
poison us.
"Hey!" I mean, that's more than enough to pay for everyone for the night.
Very
essentially.
well. So, is my street cred already increasing in this place?
Yes, I would say that you would get advantage on charisma-based checks to impress upon people that enjoy
Those
having
are
a
the
good time.
words. Those are the words I want to hear from you, and then I will proceed to Plan B. I mean, to Step 2, Phase 2 of my plan.
Yes.
And is, as I said, procure wenches to bring to that lake.
That's not at all creepy, Falster.
This is Zadas.
All right.
So yeah, Gilida here, that's fine. And I ask Carissa when is it that she closes the joint here?
Okay. She gets off fairly late, usually when things quieten down. But yeah.
Okay, I will remove the awkwardness and I will just roll performance persuasion.
Sure. There is a drag in a few other patrons.
Sure. Oh, you took the best for last or what? Oh, come on, man. Excuse me, Gilida.
Oh.
Whoa, doggo. Sorry about that.
So yeah, who is this Limura Owl Dark? Looks like nobility here.
Actually, not. She is dressed as. Well, you can make a religion check.
A religion check, sure. A double 6. She's a worshipper of Asmodeus. 666.
Worship the god of chastity.
Everall, you get for free information that and that over there is Lemura Olderdark. She is a priestess of Soon.
Oh yes, yes. Very well.
There are a variety of other patrons, but you may have.
So-
she caught your eye a little bit more, perhaps.
Avril, are you a good wingman and tell me this information?
I have no idea what you're doing. I am talking to brother Irden.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So she sort of like holds up her glass of wine and says, "Thank you for the very generous offer."
He says, this is only the beginning of my generosity.
Oh, I
Limura.
see. Please tell me more.
Do you dance?
Of course I dance. I'm a priestess of Soon. But I must say, you keep very good care of yourself, don't you?
Tell me more about this soon.
Why, she is the goddess of love and beauty, but especially outward beauty. None of this inner beauty nonsense.
I completely understand what you are saying. Regarding the dance, are you familiar with the dance of the 7 sharks?
No, I haven't heard of this.
Very well then. And then basically I will move the conversation. Let me show you, and then drink, and dance,
Okay.
dance.
Perhaps this would be a good time to ask for that persuasion check.
Of course.
I'm just gonna play this lady's violin.
Before you do that, I do look over my shoulder because you are quite close and you are quite loud. And
Yes.
I give you a hint. Use the perfume.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah.
So, before you're asked, you're just like.
In my mouth. Okay. And yeah, here we go.
Are you
Don't fail me, Gil. A 22.
Yes. Surely you must show me this dance.
Very well. So yeah, basically,
Without
eventually,
getting into too many
without
details,
getting into details, but I'm just saying to you that now this dance includes once we are in the water, a wall of water.
You need to describe this from the beginning for our viewers because they have never.
Yes, of course. So we will eventually get to the pool, right?
Yes.
Once we are there in the pool, a wall of water would appear around us to hide us from outside viewers.
Yes.
Then a gentle gust of wind will remove all things that we don't need while we are there.
Right.
And when the 7 sharks begin the dance, a fog cloud will start to spread.
There we go. The fog
So
cloud has returned.
The fog cloud is the grand finale. The fog will start to spread, and then the sharks will attack. And that's it.
And that's how the priestess got murdered.
Oh well, there is a price to pay. Okay.
No, it's entirely innocuous. Yes, a pleasant evening and an education for both of you, I assume, since
Oh yeah, she's a priestess of Soon. I'm expecting to see some dance also from that.
you
side.
it's full of surprises. Meanwhile, aside from
Meanwhile.
Zardus's conquests or love play, I see that Grazak and Gak have approached the table of Sir Brenthal and Squire Selva.
So he was visibly a knight of Samuel, right?
Yes, he's definitely, like, even on his shoulder I can...
I can already see it on his shoulder.
He has the symbol of Samuel, which is the crossed sword and torch.
Okay.
You sound so sad by that. Okay. He's a nice tumbler, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Good evening, sir.
Ah. Good evening, Mr. Say,
Gak.
Anacocra, huh? Gak. Yes. Aren't you with that group? Oh, right, yes. And
Yes,
you must be
we've
Grazak the Dragonborn, the new recruit.
Yes, I do bring over. What's the flaming sword actually?
The what?
The flaming sword, taproom, flaming sword.
I think he means the drink.
Drink.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry, yeah, I don't have the menu in front of me. It's like, ah, what's this? This seems fascinating. All right, yes. Let's go for it.
For four drinks for everyone one.
Yes, but he does look to the squire and says, now you, darling, you... Well, not darling, he says, Squire Silver, you should keep your wits about you. So only one glass and nothing more. Understood?
Did he call him darling?
He didn't. I retcon that.
Ah, okay.
They're secretly
I thought
lovers.
maybe there was this Batman Robin relationship.
There is not, and Squire Silver is also female. So, in any case, he accepts the drink and they drink it down. And he's like, "Right, yes, I'm securing supplies and recruits for manning the new castle that you put into our care."
It's great that we
interesting.
happen to run into one of the senior knights here, actually. For you see, in this town, there's the armor smith called the Ironhead Arms.
Oh yes, we are familiar with him. Rather good place to acquire equipment. He knows his stuff, albeit not such a good businessman, if one's being honest. But the order will not suffer for it. That is certain.
What did he say? Because that was kind of hard to understand.
Oh, sorry. He basically
The order. I got everything up until the order will not
suffer for it. So
okay.
he means that the prices are to their advantage.
Yeah, of course.
The items I've bought from him already showed their already proved their use. So
Ah, yes. That is a splendid sword. Elven manufacture, I think.
yes, it is.
Indeed, I prefer a trusty bastard sword, to be honest.
Yeah. To each their own. I don't. I prefer to fight more in a more agile way.
I see. Yes, well, I mean, everyone has their advantages and disadvantages, I'm sure.
Yes, we acquired some of his items of very well shape and form. And I did tell him that as that we as the order might be interested if he can deliver some of his specific items he might acquire during his business. It's always useful, and if he's currently selling at the prices he is selling, it's always in favor of the order.
Yes, indeed.
So I told him that I would send in a recommendation to do business with him.
Ah, excellent, yes.
To the Master Dwarf at the monastery.
Very good, yes. Well, I mean, he might get a little bit grumbly about things, but if we can perhaps supply things to the new recruits that he can't produce fast enough, maybe we can get it by old squinty eyes. Yes, good job.
So, how is the hunt for recruits going?
Well, both good and bad. It seems that there are a number of displaced youths that they're either being recruited by these dastardly cults or they're being predated by them and are quite willing to sign up at this point in time.
Yes.
Since it's made the usual sort of work almost impossible to carry out.
Yes, young and naive is always a good target for Bridges.
Yes.
Actually, sir, would you be heading back to the cloister sometime soon?
Certainly in the next day or two.
It might be. I will write up the mission report. In this town itself, there was a part of a cult active.
Oh? In this town?
Yes, this is still in the swinging sword. Is still in the same town, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
1 second.
Yeah, below the quarry.
Right. So the
A
cults
cult of Earth.
they have infiltrated the village.
Yes, there is a passageway below the wagon maker or the carpenter. The carpenter.
I see. That is rather disturbing news.
It has been dismantled.
Already?
Yes.
Well, we
Yes,
have found the
we
cult
do
leader
a
and
thorough job.
his minions, and they have been dispatched.
I see. Well, then I would suggest you take this information immediately to that gentleman over there. He points to this guy. The grisly-looking
And
sort.
who might that be?
That man over there is Harburg Tuthmaralir. He is both the butcher and also, oddly enough, the sheriff of these parts, you might say.
All right.
Yes, he's responsible for law enforcement and peacekeeping when he's not butchering, so perhaps these matters should be discussed with him.
Okay.
Harburg, perhaps you should have come over here. I think we have information. You don't mind, do you, gentlemen?
Of course
Not
not.
at all.
I shall order some more drinks.
Hey, what is this now? Are you lot, you're new in town?
I start by offering him a drink.
Oh, well, that's mighty generous, but this is his business or pleasure?
Yeah,
Bit of both.
business, I would guess.
Right. To the business first, then.
We've encountered an evil elemental cult hiding under your town.
That's a wild accusation you say there. Hiding under our town?
Yes,
Hey,
in tunnels between the quarry and the wagon maker.
oh, shit. That sounds like trouble. So, tell me all about it.
We've dismantled them, but it sounded like it looked like they had connections to a cult we encountered in the hills.
Has this got something to do with those bandits?
Likely, yes. We know at least of one group of travelers they butchered.
Oh, shit. Alright, I better get the lads. I'll be back, and I want you to show me.
Of course.
All right, tonight still, or show you in the morning.
Yes, tonight. You've just said there is a thing buried
Yeah.
beneath this town. I
But,
want to know immediately
yeah,
if it's CSA.
Sure, we will go tonight. But as I said, we've dismantled the operation for now, so it should be safe.
Well, while I will escort the sheriff there. It's no trouble. We know that there's nothing down there anymore, and it's good to show the sheriff both entrances to the underground lair.
Yeah, we can go together. It's fine.
All right. So you basically get yourselves into an investigation unwittingly, although you are vouched for by Sir Brental, who certainly speaks to your character, having heard of you, and especially Grozak joining the order. And so you guys end up having to sort of go off for a while and basically show them what's happened and conduct the investigation. There's a lot of hubbub when he discovers the 3 dead bodies of prominent townsfolk down in the caves. But that's going to take a significant amount of time, but ultimately you're not going to be in any trouble yourselves for it.
So those townspeople were mercilessly slain by the cultists.
No, I will give him the truth.
It's yeah, okay, so Gak is providing the truth and you're trying to provide a deception, or is that a joke?
Wait,
That was a joke.
Okay, it's a joke, alright. So I should probably ask, since it's only one person who I've not asked what you've been up to. Are you? What you been doing?
Tell me about how this Tantor and Miegla look, or Megla. How do they look?
Alright, yes. Tantor is the smithy, a burly sort of folk with a big bushy moustache, whom I believe Everil has met previously. He's your impression is an honest sort of fellow, quite simple. Megla, on the other hand, is a little bit more affluent, I guess. She is let's see. Wait. That didn't work. There we go. So she's sort of like in her 30s and explains that she is the proprietor of Tarnlars, which is the only place to buy clothing for hundreds of miles around. Although your true impression is that despite the fact that she sort of carries herself as like a noble and certainly has the attire to show her affluence, well, you can make an insight check, I guess,
Yeah, sure.
since we are playing a game where you can roll such things.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yes, you are indeed. So your impression is that she's not a proper noble, but she's just sort of playing the part, and certainly caters to that kind of clientele. And you sort of find out through casual questions throughout the night that they used to be wagon makers, but there was too much competition, so they switched to being they reinvented themselves a few generations ago as sort of like tailors making quality clothing, and she of course recommends that you should peruse their wares and find something that is befitting such a unique lady as yourself.
I'll buy her a few drinks as we go, of course, just because I've seen all my friends do it, and it must be the right thing to do.
Yep.
What is her shop's name?
It's just called Tarnars.
I'm curious. Does she do specific requests, or does she just do things in bulk?
Oh yes, of course. All of her designs are unique in some way, and of course she's very happy to make to order.
One thing I'm kind of curious about is is she good with I don't want to. Does she enchant as well? Does she know anybody who is in the magical arts? You said she had a lot of connections, so I'm kind of interested if she knows people who knows the magical trade.
She certainly has seen fine articles made by elves or that sort of thing, but she herself is not a master of the mystical arts. She has heard of a wizard that lives up in Tribor that can do that sort of thing, but he's totally nutters.
I think we've met him. Was that the gargoyle boy? Yeah. Yeah,
The
no, I
gargoyle
guess I'll.
boy.
Gargoyle boy.
I love not telling our viewers about that episode whatsoever, so they can try and conjure up their own imaginations, because it's going to be better than the reality, I think.
Crotchety ass old man and his pet gargoyles. Fucking gargoyle boy, man. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to buddy up to her tonight.
All right.
Just
Why don't you give me? They're all in a good mood, so you can give me a persuasion check with advantage to just see how much of a friend you make in her.
okay. For
I mean, you seem it's a pleasant first meeting, although perhaps the gruff Tantar next to you is not really the ideal table mate as well. So you try to make an impression, but she does seem a little bit guarded. It might be the tail or the horns. Wait, the wings. It's definitely the wings.
It's got to be the wings. It's always the wings. Either that or it's the hooves.
But she does admire it, but is sort of a little bit nervous around you, and
It could also be my outlandish nature.
it could. You do notice that she avoids topics of conversation related to your heritage.
Fine by me. I guess I'll just spend the night giving her some stories after butting up to her, like, oh yeah, me and my master at one point were moving some bugs, something went wrong, yada yada yada.
I mean, she's happy to. Should be curious to know more about your Duracraft and the sort of thing that you can do. She'll talk about this infestation of insects that she just couldn't get to go away, like in a kitchen or something like that. But by the end of the night, you sort of like, she'll give you a nice discount if you come and buy some garments, or they also do footwear.
Nice. I'm gonna need some new footwear. Mine are kind of tattered at this point.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly
I'll
the
tell
thing.
her I'll come by if I can before we leave, and I'll see if I can't deal with that bug problem. Help her out because she's gonna give me a discount.
Your overall impressions of the evening are that well, the Swinging Sword is a different kind of establishment than the other one that you have visited. Not quite as dodgy, one might say. But throughout the night, you also get the impression that Kaylessa, the proprietor, she seems increasingly concerned about what's going on in the dark, and even more so when this investigation gets underway and there's a lot of like hearsay and gossip over what it could entail. And you do hear about recent disturbances near Redlark in particular, such as fogs that persist in the Sumber Hills even in bright sunlight, sudden gusts of hot wind sweeping west out of the hills where breezes have always been cold. There have been more violent sights too, such as sudden bolts of lightning stabbing up from the hills into a clear sky. Fell magic is the term that she uses. And she does admit, however, that she hasn't seen all of it herself. But it is a little bit ominous as towards the end of the night, quite late into it, there seems to be a sudden storm brewing. It doesn't matter so much for Zardos because you're already in the water. But all of a sudden, out of like nowhere, the sky was like cloudless, and suddenly there is just this swell, like torrential rain, coming down, and this thunderstorm brewing overhead. Just very unseasonal, bizarre weather. That sort of forebodes these warnings. And yeah, so essentially later on in the night, I guess Artis, are you staying in the pond in the water, or are you heading back, or you are muted?
I'm supposing that. Do I see that the weather is changing?
Definitely.
Okay, then not worried about me, but worried about this woman. I already forgot the name, Limura.
Lemur.
Yeah. Once the dance is complete, I will make sure that she reaches the tavern back again, and I will also check on my companions.
Yep.
Does this storm seem natural at all
No.
in any way? No. Okay,
I
I
mean,
want to make sure that's clear.
Give me a nature check, and I'll give you advantage because you are a druid.
19.
It certainly doesn't feel dangerous, but sorry, it does feel dangerous. It's not natural, and you're quite concerned that this is the kind of storm that causes flash flooding.
Right. Not sure what I can do about that. I'll let the tavern owner know because that could help save some people so they can at least get prepared for their home getting flooded out.
All right. So how do you want to announce this? Sort of.
So IU probably steps outside. She probably like picks up the dirt, checks the leaves or some other kind of like druidy thing, licks her finger, sticks it up the sky. And then she'll walk in and look over at how do you say her name? Is it Kalisa?
Kaylessa.
Kylesa. I'm like, Kylesa,
Yes.
how likely is it for we are below we're kind of in a at the bottom of a hill, right?
Oh no. I mean, we're on the edge of the Desaun, of the Sumber Hills. Certainly, well above the level of the river.
Right. I only ask because this storm normally causes flooding. Sudden things that come without warning, really.
But surely we're safe here.
I would normally agree with you, but this isn't a normal storm. Something is
All right.
off.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Advantage. Goddamn persuasion shit. Fuck.
I'm sure it will be all right.
Do you know someone I could at least tell so they can at least get the word around just to be safe so people at least know that it is a possibility?
I mean, I'm unconvinced, but you could speak to Harburg once he's concluded his investigation.
Of course. Excuse me. I'm gonna keep an eye on the storm, make sure it doesn't get any worse. I got me.
When you say these words, Zadas looks at you. How are you going to make sure it doesn't get any worse?
Well, if lightning starts hitting buildings, then I know that something is very terribly wrong, and I can at least help.
I see.
I'll be outside.
I think this is retaliation. You know, we have taken care of the earth cult. We have taken care of the water cult. This must be the air cult looking for us. Following my theory that everything revolves around me.
While I like the theory that it might be an air cult, why would they have any reason to deal with us yet? As far as they're concerned, we might be taking out their enemies for them. I'm gonna go outside. If something happens, Artis, I'll be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very well.
IU will go out and kind of like sit on the roof, keeping an eye on the storm, watching for Harbrook to return.
Okay, I mean they come back, sort of running out of the rain. I guess it's actually probably more a case of the hotel or inn guests rather return. But as they're running in, you can see that their boots are very damp. Grossack and Gak, Gak, it's blowing so much that it's really hard to sort of be flying at this point in time. There's so
Yeah,
much
when it
rain.
gets that stormy, I will not fly.
And you can see out in the street that in all of like the wagon ruts and hoof prints, there are just the water is gathering, and whilst it looks like it's sort of like on a slight incline, for some reason the water is not running off.
Yeah.
The water is not running down, even though it's on an incline.
No, it seems to be pooling, gathering.
Okay. Can I also try my nature check as a
Sure.
ranger?
Yep.
I'll even give you guidance on that.
Well, I assume you're not quite there at the moment. They're coming in from the rain.
A 17.
If I am able to, I will give him guidance.
So you're definitely sure that this is not a natural storm.
Something's off with this rain. Just look at the way the water behaves. This isn't normal.
No, it certainly isn't. And I mean, it's moved to the point where there's like a good inch of water or so sitting on the ground.
Okay. I will actually take bag of, well, not a bag, well, a big heap of earth and pull it into the pool.
Mm-hmm.
See if it becomes muddy or the water just goes above it.
I mean,
Like I'm trying to fill it up as if trying to plug up a hole of
Right.
water.
I mean the water is still acting mostly like water, but it's almost like it's more viscous. It's more solid than it usually is. It's thicker. And it seems to be like, you know how if you have like a drop of water, it behaves completely different than to a puddle, like sticky. So it seems to sort of like gather, and it seems like this greater amount of water is acting more like a drop of water.
Draw my elven sword. I think
attack
this
the
is
water.
a water elemental.
Water elemental? Who said that? I go out.
Well, I know it's not natural.
What is it?
And the way the water behaves.
At
You
this
must
point,
have superior hearing if you can hear that from inside.
I'm a simple triton. I hear water, I get excited.
well, this must be your favorite day.
Water in the sky. Finally, Poseidon has heard my prayers. And it has
Yes.
decided to inundate this whole world and make it all like the depths of the sea. Yes.
That is not at all bothering anyone that's inside the inn. So, yes, from this water, there coalesces a. I just have to check something. Yeah. A shape.
Goddamn water elementals.
Weird.
Goddamn water elementals.
It is fine, Ayu. Poseidon has heard us.
It has indeed. The waters are swelling. Will the town of Redlark be safe, or will some strange flood envelop it? Is it Poseidon that answers Zardos' prayers, or is it all Hydra? Find
Usurper.
out in the next episode in
Hail
2 weeks.
Hydra.
Hail, old Hydra, yeah.
All I have to say is, damn my charisma! Nobody listens to the mad woman who came in from the woods. No one!
So it looks like, just like last time when we ended up starting out with a bit of action, we'll do that next time as well. Keep the ball rolling. We'll be back in 2 weeks with some more Princess of the Apocalypse. But of course, we will also be back on Monday with our alternate campaign run by DM Fausto. That would be Tales from the Yawning Portal.
It is.
Same gang, plus, of course, David there, playing Nuada. So I hope you guys join us next week. This has been also the anniversary weekend for Fumbles and Fame. We are now... Happy birthday, Fumbles and Fame. We're
Happy
1 year
birthday.
Happy
old.
birthday.
And there were a number of celebrations, and of course it is probably a little bit of a spooky sort of theme at this time of year. So catch up on some of the streams we had on the weekend if you haven't seen them live. I couldn't do it myself, but I know I'll be listening at work. And
You're supposed to work, man. At work.
yeah, but like you can listen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, in my line of work, you can. If I've got Maya in one window and then I have some kind of podcast in the other one. So
Very well.
yes, but tomorrow night we of course will have the regular Dungeons and Dragons online session. Then on Friday we have Curse of Strahd, and then of course we are back on Monday with Tales. I would like to remind people that over the weekend we here in Europe switched over to wintertime. So just check the times on Twitch for what time those games are locally for you, for it might have changed. So anyway, that's it from us for tonight. Any other announcements or anything we should be bringing up?
I have an announcement to make.
Oh.
I love all of you guys.
Ah, so sweet. So sweet. And we love all of you, certainly. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys again hopefully on Monday. So, bye!
Bye.
Bye.